Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. It is the last week of our stewardship campaign for raising money for next year, 2024-2025 church year. And we have so far gotten in 70 pledges, which is great, for a total of $177,578. So thank you so much to our 70 pledge units who have gotten your forms in. We're so grateful to you, and every dollar matters. So thank you so much. That is fewer than half of the pledges that we are expecting and hoping to get. So there are plenty of you who have not responded yet, and we would love to hear from you this week. Our deadline is March 3rd. We'd love to hear from you by Sunday. And if we don't, we will, about a week later on March 11th, be doing a phone-a-thon, and we'll give you a call to check in and encourage you to respond. So again, we would really love to get your commitments by March 3rd. That helps us do less follow-up and know how much money we have to work with as I'm creating the budget for next year. So thank you so much to everyone who has led with love so far, and I encourage the rest of you to get those forms in. Thank you so much. This Sunday is a chapel Sunday, so our kiddos will be actually starting in the dining room, and grown-ups can start in the sanctuary. We're going to be doing our first service on transformation and talking about transformation through repentance and repair work, through forgiveness and reconciliation, and particularly what it looks like to look at our history and consider what we haven't done well in the past, and how we can do better moving forward. And we're going to share a particular story that some of you will already know and some of you won't, about the Campbell family, a multiracial family who was part of our congregation in the early 1900s. So we'll be sharing that story and talking about the work we've done so far on repentance and repair with that family, and where we want to go in the future. After the service, we will be having a coffee conversation because it is the first Sunday of the month. So you can join me and our other worship leaders in the fellowship room at 11:30 to 12:30 to talk and share more deeply about the service and what it made you think about. And there will be childcare available during that coffee conversation. So if you want to stick around, there'll be a place for your kiddos to go as well. But don't come straight there. You definitely want to go to fellowship hour this Sunday, because our kids during their chapel time are going to be preparing for their lemonade stand and bake sale. This is becoming an annual event. They did it last year and raised over $600 for our capital campaign. This year they are fundraising for our summer camping trip, so to subsidize that trip and make it accessible to everyone. So any money that you spend on baked goods and lemonade this Sunday will go directly to that camping trip. And our kids are very excited to put this on again. So please come to Fellowship Hour and support them, and they will be excited to serve you whatever it is we've got. So that's this Sunday. We're going to have service, then a lemonade and bake sale in the dining room, and then coffee conversation. And for the lemonade and bake sale, the easiest way to receive money is if you bring cash. So bring some cash. I don't know, not everyone walks around with cash these days. A couple other things I want to let you know about. We are continuing to host the warming station here, the overnight warming station, and we have a an Amazon wish list for donations for that that I'm going to put the link to in the comments, and we're particularly looking for donations of snacks. Those go quickly, so if you want to donate some snacks for the warming station, we have a link that'll let you know what we need, and we'd love to have some help with that. Our Building Our Vision team has had a couple of task force that we're meeting, and some questions came up that we realized we need another task force to answer. So we are looking to fill another Building Our Vision task force. This will be a short-term commitment, a couple of months. And it's specifically talking about the sanctuary, and specifically the front of the sanctuary, which we know is going to look really different after construction. We're going to be removing the chancel, trying to make things movable, and we need some folks to help think through what we want that to look like. What are the different pieces of movable furniture that we need up there? What's our vision? So if you're interested in that conversation, I'd love to have you be a part of it. Ellen Fisher and I are leading the task force, and all you have to do is send an email to bov@uunashua.org. That's bov@uunashua.org, and we'd love to have you be a part of that. We have two rituals that are coming up later in the month that I would love for folks to participate in. The first is on March 24th, and I think this is the first time we've done something like this, at least in my time here. We're going to do a ritual for honoring elders, and I'm really excited about this. I think it's a beautiful ritual designed by a couple of my colleagues. It's part of a book that I've been working on for a few years, that's going to be coming out hopefully later this spring. And it's a really beautiful ritual to honor folks in our congregation who either consider themselves just entering elderhood or who have been a part of the community of elders for a while. It's a moment to honor those folks. So if you are interested in being a part of that, all you have to do is send me a note. I'd love to have you participate, and I'll share more details. There's details in the newsletter, but I can if you have questions, I'm happy to share more details about that ritual and what it looks like. It's on March 24th during the service, and just send me a note if you want to participate. On March 31st, we're doing our next round of child dedications. I know we have 3 kiddos already who will be dedicated that Sunday. If you have a kiddo who has not yet been dedicated in our congregation, we would love to have the opportunity to welcome them in that way and offer our love and care and support for your family. So I'll put a link in the comments to where you can sign up for that. If you have questions about child dedications, again, you can definitely reach out to me. Happy to share more. They'll happen during the service on March 31st. That's Easter Sunday. And then a few things kind of way out in the distance. The Nashua Soup Kitchen and Shelter does a annual walk and run on April 7th. It's happening on April 7th this year in kind of after church, so early afternoon time frame. We have a team. If you want to be a part of supporting the Nashua Soup Kitchen and Shelter and join our UU Nashua team, we'd love to have you. I will put a link in the comments to where you can sign up for that. In June, the kind of third full week of June, the end of the third week of June, is the Unitarian Universalist Association's General Assembly. And we are still looking for folks who want to attend as delegates. So if you are wondering about that, you can reach out to me or Burns Fisher, who's on our board of trustees and is in charge of recruiting delegates this year. Being a delegate means you get to vote on the business that comes up at General Assembly. You can also attend without voting, and just enjoy the programming and conversations. If you are planning to attend, even if you're not going to be a delegate, I'd love to know, because we're going to, we like to connect folks throughout our time attending General Assembly. This year is all virtual, so we're not going anywhere, but we will definitely host some watch parties for folks who are attending either at church or elsewhere. And it'll be great to get together to participate in some of the business and programming as a group, even though it's virtual. So we'll put it up on a big screen. I think it'll be fun. And finally, we are going camping again this summer, as you may have guessed, considering our kids are going to raise money for it. So that is happening August 23rd through 25th. We're going to Pawtuckaway State Park. There will be more info to come about that registration if you want to be part of our sites that we've already booked. If you want to book your own site, especially if you're going to bring, you're thinking you want to bring a camper, it's August 23rd through 25th, and we'd love to have you. All right, that was a lot. This is a long video. I'm so glad you listened all the way to the end. I hope I'll see you on Sunday for what I think will be a really rich service, and for some lemonade and baked goods served by our kiddos. And I hope you have a wonderful week.